Hey guys, what's up? So in today's video we are gonna make a neumorphism design, and using neumorphism design we will be making a subscribe pop-up form like this. So for that, let me open my Visual Studio Code. So we are in my Visual Studio Code, and yeah, here we have three files. One is index.html, another one is style.css, and the third one is a JavaScript file. So we will be using a CSS file to give styling to our HTML page, or we can say components which are present in our HTML file, and then we will be using JavaScript to make it dynamic. Dynamic means to give some additional stylings, like on clicking something a reaction would be happen or something like that. So first of all, let us create the basic structure of our web page that we want to create today. So first of all, we will be creating a boilerplate code, and yeah, then we will be giving this page a title. Let me give this neumorphism. So neumorphism form, and yeah, then after giving the title, let us uh, first of all link both the pages, style.css and app.js, with our HTML file. So we will be linking our style.css with the help of link tag in the body, in the header portion, and we will be linking our JavaScript file with the help of script tag in our body portion. So we have linked both of the files, and yeah, we are having a title. So now let's create the components that we want to render on our web page. So first of all, we will be having a div with class name container, and this div will be having one more div. Okay, let me just give this div a class name of box, and yeah, so now we have two divs, one inside the another, and this box div will be the actual form that we will be creating. So this box div will be having one header which will be saying that get free email updates. So let me write here get free email, okay, EIL updates, yes, updates, and yeah, this will be having this box will be having one more text. We can write that text in a paragraph, and here we will be saying join us for free to get instant email updates. So here we would be saying join us for free to get instant email updates. And yeah, after this we will be creating our form, which will be having three inputs. One will be of text, the another will be of email, and the third one will be a button. So we will be giving this a type of submit. So right now we will be having a form which will be not having any action or anything. It's just to create some text boxes for us. So here this form will be having one input of type text, T-E-X-T. Okay, text. Text, and this will be having a name of first name first name, and yeah, this will be not having any id, but of course this will be having one placeholder with the same name, so first name. And yeah, then we will be having one more input, and this input will be of type email. So this will be having email as a name, and yeah, it will be not having any id. Instead, it will be having a placeholder which will be saying email address. So let's write here, or let us, yeah, email RE address. So we will be having one more input, and this time our input will be a button. So we will be giving this submit type because we want to submit a button, and this will be having a value of subscribe. So SUBSCRIBE, subscribe. So we have created our form, we have created our text. Yeah, and here also we will be having one btn, and this button will be having a class name of btn, and yeah, this will be a cancel button, so we will be having a cross sign over there. And yeah, after creating the form, basically our box, the whole form is created, and this whole form is from the form tag till the button, which will be a cross symbol. So after this, now we will be creating one more button, but this time this button will be a button that would help us to get our form. Basically, that will help us to bring our form on the web page. So we will be having one button, and yeah, this will be having a class name of btn1, and here we will be writing SCRIBE, subscribe. So we are done with our basic HTML portion, and now let us move to our CSS file so that we can give stylings to this HTML file. And yeah, we have already linked a CSS file, so we can directly go on our CSS file and start giving stylings to our HTML file. But before that, let me open this file with the help of live server, and let us see how our files look like. So it should open. Let us wait a little bit. Okay, fine. Yeah, so it has been opened, and you can see all the components that we have created. I guess these both should be having some spaces. Let us come over this placeholder, and yeah, let us add here underscore. Now it would be looking fine. Yes, it's better now. So now let's give styling to our page. First of all, let us remove all the paddings and margins given to our web page by the browser. So I will be saying padding 0, margin 0, okay, 0, and then we will be saying box sizing, and this will be border box. And here we will be having a font family, which will be sans serif. So let us open. Yeah, now you can see that we have a better font, and all the margins and paddings had been removed. Let us minimize this and this also, and let us bring it over here. Okay, what? So, and let us. So now whatever we will be changing in our CSS file or in this three files, we can directly see the changes on our web page. So first of all, let us change the body color and give this a background color of yeah. Let us give this a background color of a whitish color. It should be ECF0F3. So let us give the same color EF0F3. Save this. Yeah, we have our background, and now let us start styling our box where we have all the stuff. So first of all, let us give this also the same background color that we have given to our body, because we want to give this a neomorphism design. Especially a neomorphism design is making our components look like a real life objects. So let us give this the same background color, and yeah. Okay, what is this now? Control plus Z. So it will be having the same background color as this. Let us copy the whole thing and let us paste here. Yeah. So after giving background color, let me centralize this whole box, and for that I will be using position absolute, and then will be giving this a top of 50%, 50%, and left of 50%, and yeah, then let us give this a trans LTE minus 50%. Okay, minus 50 minus 50%. So this will help us to centralize all the components that were present in our box in the center of the page. Okay, let me open this again with the live server. Till then, let us give this some width and height also. So let me give this a width with. Okay, I was trying to show you that in the big screen also it will be in the center, and in small screens also it will be in the center only. So now let us give this a width of 330 pixels and a height of 70 vh. So width, width of 330 pixels, and height of 70 vh. Now let us save this. Okay, now our whole text has been shifted above, but if you will be giving this a border of suppose 2 pixels solid black, then you can clearly see that still our box is in the center only, just our text has been shifted above. So after doing all this stuff, now let's move to our form and other components of the box, and place them accordingly and give some stylings to them. So first of all, we will be uh, giving styles to this three inputs which is under our form. So we will be selecting the form, and after selecting the form in our CSS file, will be first of all giving this some height, let us give this height of around 50 ph, and yeah, this will be not making any difference right now, but yeah, it will help us to centralize all our three components in our box. So to make it appear one by one, first I will be giving this display of flex, and after giving this a display of flex, I will be giving this a flex direction, which will be a column, and then we will be giving this align items and text align. So align items center, and text align also center. Now let us save it and let us see this. Right there we can observe that everything is in the center right now, but let us give this a border so that we can see the border of our form all in our web page. So let us use hot pink, and here let me give this 2 pixels solid. So you can see that our form is covering most part of our box because it is 50 and our box was 70. So now what to do? Now let us give this form some padding, but yeah, let us give this some padding first. So let us give this a padding of 1 rem. So let me give this a padding of 1 rem, and now let us style our inputs. So first of all, we will be selecting our all the three inputs. Yeah, first we will be styling all the three inputs, then we will be styling our button separately. Yeah. So I have selected all the three inputs, which is subscribe button, the email address box, and the first name box. And first of all, let us give this some width and some margins. So let us give this a width of 100 pixels, then margin margin of 1 rem, then border radius of 30 pixels. Let's save and let us see this. So it's looking ugly right now, so let us give this some paddings and some stylings. Like, let me give this a padding of 0.7 rem, and then let us give this a border of none because we don't want any border, and then let us give this background color, and let us give this a transparent background color. Yeah, so it gets merged uh, with our box background. So you can give the same background color, or you can just give this transparent background color. It totally depends on you. So now what we should do? We should give this some font size, because right now if I would be clicking on this and would be writing, it will be very hard to read. So let me give this a font size of 1.3 rem something. Rem. Yeah. Now it's better. So after giving styles to our form and our inputs, now let us give styles to the input box styles, like just the submit button or something like that. But yeah, before this, let us open this ugly box which is coming on clicking this all the input types. So to remove that, I will be simply selecting this input button, and here I will be giving this focus, and on focus I don't want any outline, so I will be saying outline to be none. Now you can save this file. Deleted that file. And now when you will be focusing on each and everything, there will be no inputs. And here let us remove the auto suggestion. So I will be giving this auto complete of okay, what we should give this, or let us give this auto suggestion. Let us search for this. So auto, how to avoid auto complete. Okay, auto complete off. So let us cut this and let us give this the auto complete the value of off. So now I guess, yeah, we are not getting any auto complete. Yeah, it's better. So we can come on our styling part, and now let us style our button. Yeah, and then we will be styling our text boxes. Or first of all, let us make everything neumorphism. Yeah, because that is the primary goal of this video. So we will be coming to our box, and yeah, we will be removing this border, and instead of border we will be giving here the box shadow, because we want our border to be we don't want any border, but we want a border effect. So we will be using box shadow for that, and yeah, with the help of this box shadow you can create that neumorphism style. So I will be using this border shadow, and here I will be giving this a value of 13 pixels, 20 pixels, and here we will be having one color which will be somewhat dark color than our main background, but will be of a shade of white only. So let us give this a color of 8F, 8 G, 8, 8F, 8D, 8D. Okay, it's just confusing. So 8F, 8D, 8D, 6, 3. So let us give this grayish color to our shadow, and we will be having here two shadows basically, one for the right bottom and another for left top. So our another shadow will be also 13 pixels, but in the negative direction. It's just for the left side, so we will be having every blur and everything will be same, just the color will be changed and the direction. So now you can see that it is having a neumorphism effect. But wait, what happened to the curved border? Okay, we have not given here any border. So first of all, let us give this a border radius of 30 pixels, because then this will be not having a sharp edges, and yeah, we would be having some smooth things over there. So here we will be having a border radius of 30 pixels. Now let us see. Yeah, now it looks much better. But still this form is also not having a cool stuff. So let us go to our form and not form, yeah, form, and just remove this. So now let us see our main thing. It's better. In fact, it's the main neomorphism design. Yeah, you just have to give this board shadow. First of all, just keep in your mind that the background color of the object which you want to give neomorphism effect should be same as the background color of your whole stuff, because then only you will be able to create this reflection. Because when we have a real object, then the side where the light falls is having a brighter area, and the side which is away from the light would be having a darker area. So the same thing you need to do with this design, because as I mentioned, this design actually means that we want a real object reflection concept on our websites. So after this we can do one more thing. We can simply go jump on this button, or let us give the same neomorphism design to our both the boxes. Yeah, let us give this first because it is already done. We just need to add here also a box shadow, and yeah, but here we will be giving a neomorphism design in an inset, because we want the design to be inside, means it should be like the design is uh, inside, going inside the web page, not popping out of the web page. So here we will be using in set property, and we will be doing the same thing basically. So it will be also 3 pixels. Okay, this is a small area, so we are taking this also a small pixels. So this will be 10 pixels, and yeah, we will be having the same colors. So let's copy this from here and let us paste it over here. Then we will be again having inset. This time it will be in minus. And yeah, this will be a white color. Okay, what happened to this? So this should be a white. Now let us save and let us see. So now you have already understood the difference between a normal box shadow and an inset box shadow. Both things are doing the same thing. It is just giving your borders some effect, some shadow effect, but this will be giving an inner shadow effect, and that will be giving a pop on shadow effect. So after this we can just now style our buttons, because we want our button to be looked different than our other two components. It is optional. You want, you can do this right now, or you can just simply create this neomorphism design with some other stuff. So now let's give this box some design. Okay, let us remove this. And here we can have that we can select our box. So first of all, let us come to index.html, and here class name second. So now let us class to select a button, and then we can simply give this button uh, we can give this a font size of 1.5 rem. Then we can give this a font weight to make it bolder of 600, and then we will be giving a color of 255 255 255, so it will be RG5. Now we will be giving this also a box shadow, and this will be just for the neomorphism design as I mentioned. So yeah, it will be also having an inset. Okay, we just need to change the color of this inset because we want the button color to be different, and that's why we will be giving this uh, same margins but 10 pixels, but the color will be in a shade of green. So it will be RGB, and here we will be having 16 comma 148 comma 139 comma 139. Now let me save this so you can see the difference. Now I will be having one more inset, and this inset will be having the same margins, which will be minus 3 pixels and 10 pixels, and this will be having a color of RGB 10 49 and 47. So it will be 10 comma 49 comma 47. Now let us save this and let us see our button. So now let us give this button a background color, and this will be having a background color of green, a shade of green. So we will be writing RGB, and this will be 15 128 and 122. So 15 comma 128 comma 122. Now let us save this, and yeah, now look the button, it's much better. So now what we can do, let me show you something. Let us copy this from here and let us paste this over this thing. Okay, and let us save this. Oh my god, what I did. Now you can save and see. This I was telling that it really looks amazing, and you can try it with any color. It's not mandatory to try with black or white. You can use any color to give this neomorphism design. But yeah, for today we will be sticking towards this green okay, white color, but you can have this effect with any of the color that you desire. So try and explore more stuff in it. So after giving this background color, now let us give some paddings and margins, and then let us make this button a hover button. So here we will be giving this padding of 0.5 rem and a uh, margin of okay, we just want top margin, so we will be giving top margin of 40 pixels, so it's well settled at the bottom of our box. So after doing this, we will be selecting this button again, btn2, and this time we will be giving this hover effect. And yeah, this hover effect will be having this cursor pointer, and then we will be giving this color RGB, and this okay, we will be not giving this a color, we will be just instancifying the our basically our shadows. So it's like that we want our shadow to be much blurry, which is right now. So we will be copying the whole shadow, and we will be just changing the values for the blur. So we will be having here 40 pixels, and yeah, here also 40 pixels. Now let's save and let's see. So you can see it's having a difference on hovering, but it is not a smooth difference. So we will be having a transition of 1 second. So now you can see that have a better effect. It's coming and it's going cool. So okay, we can add here a ease effect so that it look more realistic. Okay, it's not working. Why? Wow. Now it should work. Okay, it's a very slow process. Okay, now it should work. So you can see that it's more smoothly coming and going. So let us keep it this much right now. There is endless things to do with CSS, but yeah, we will be trying a little bit, and then you can try much more stuff at home by yourself. So after completing this, now what we should do? First of all, let us style our this cross symbol, because it's coming very ugly, and it's in the corner. So let us give styling to our cross symbol first, and then we can move to our button, which is subscribe. Or then we will be just giving some basic styles to our font, which is get free email updates, and that paragraph font, and then we will be jumping to our subscribe button. So first of all, let us come to our cross, and this cross, we have given this cross. Okay, we have given this a class name of btn. So we will be copying it from here, and we will be selecting the same btn, and then here we will be giving this a position of absolute, then left, okay, left of 85%. Okay, there. And yeah, after this we can give this a top of 2%, and then we will be having here a border radius of 50%, and then this will be having a width of 40 and height of 40. Make this a square so that we can have a perfect circle when we apply that border radius. Okay, it should be not percentage, it should be pixels. Yeah, so it's coming on the corner side. Now we can just align the text and everything. So we will be giving this align text of center and vertical align of middle, and yeah, then we will be giving this border, and this border will be none because we don't want that black stuff coming over there. So now how we can define the border? First of all, let us give this some font weight because I want my cross symbol to appear more brighter. So I will be, it's much bolder, and then we can use the same technique that we used for our form, which is box shadow, to give this neomorphism effect. So I will be saying 2 pixels and 2 pixels and 4 pixels. Okay, you have noticed that when the size of our objects decreases, we start decreasing the pixels of for the margins, because we don't want that our blur should be so much that it just hide our real object. Because right now if I will be giving this 4 or some bigger number, it will be not so smooth. And yeah, that's why we are decreasing the size as we decrease the width and height of the object. So please keep that in mind, or you will be facing some troubles. So here we will be having a black shade, and then we will be having this of 2 pixels, 2 pixels, 4 pixels, and this will be a white shade. So we have our button nicely arranged and everything. So now we can move to our this text, but before that let's see this. Okay, it is also having the same outline problem. So now we can do that outline. So we will be selecting with our btn2, and we will be selecting the focus, and here we will be saying outline you must be none, because I don't want any outline. Okay, we have selected the wrong button. Should be bt. Our btn2 was this. So now we see that. Now we should give this also some hover effect. So I will be selecting my button, and on hover, I want the cursor to be pointer, and yeah, we will be changing the box shadow. So let me select the box shadow, let me select the whole value, copy, and after copying let us paste it over here, but this time we will be giving this an inset so that it looks like that it is embedded on my screen. So when I will think, okay, on hover it should figure out what's happening. Oh, it's not box sizing, we want box shadow, and that's why it was not. Yeah, now you can see this. We make it somewhat like this. and this also dark. Now it's fine, and this also having some opacity. So we have just created our button and everything. Now let's style the paragraph and every that stuff. So here we can have, or we can select our paragraph with the help of H1 and P. So we will be selecting our paragraph, and here it will be having a font size of 1.8 rem, and then we'll be having a padding. Top will be 3 rem, and then we will be having text align. Okay, text align, and this will be center, and then we will be having a font weight of 900. So we will be selecting font weight, and we will be, so let us save. Yeah, it's much better. So now we can style our paragraph also, which is below the H1, and here we will be giving this also some padding, which will be 0.5 rem, and yeah, text align will be center, and we will be giving this some left padding because it's very much attached with the border of our box. So we will be giving this text align, and we will be this center, and then we will be having here the padding left, which will be 2 rem. Now let us save this. Yeah, it's much better. So after completing all this stuff, now we will be making this pop-up, but before that, let me give this box a display of none, because I want, okay, we should give the display none to our container, not our box, because container is a div where we have our box. So container, container, we will be selecting it, and we will be saying this uh, display of none. Now let us save. Let us see. Okay, able to see our form, and as soon as I will be doing this, our form is on our page. So let us keep it. Okay. Yeah, let us give this none. So now I will be selecting this button. It is having a class name of btn1, and we will be giving stylings to this button now. So let us select this button in our CSS file, and then we can give this button some styling of like padding, margins, height, width, and the other stuff. So we will be giving this position of absolute because we want this button to be in the center of our page. Okay, so this will be having a top of 50%, left of 50%, and yeah, then this will be having a transform, 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 translate, and this will be minus 50%, comma, minus 50%. So our button is in the middle of our page, and now this will be having a border of none, of course, because we don't want any border. on our page because we are dealing with neomorphism and we just want border shadows. So we will be giving this a border of none, and then this will be having a width of 300 pixels and a height pixels and a height of, okay, let's not give this a height, and instead I will be giving this a padding. So let me show you some. Nothing has been, wow, no problem. Well, so we will be giving a background of uh, the same color that we have given to our to our background and our box. So now we will be giving this border radius of 30 pixels for the same reason, because we want a curvy border. So this will be 30 pixels, and then we will be having the font size of 1.5. So we have font size of 1.5 REM, and then we have a color of black, a shade of black basically. We can't say that black because it is not black. And this will be having a font size of, okay, we have already given font size, so now let us give this a font weight of 800 and a transition. Okay, right now we will be not giving any transition, but sooner you will think, yeah, let us give this transition because we are gonna add this a hover effect. So we will be giving this a transition all 2 second and ease to make it look smooth on the page when we hover it. So this will be also having a letter LETR, letter spacing of 4 pixels, and last but not the least, box shadow, which is our favorite for this whole video. Are giving box shadow so many times because we want a neomorphism design and it is all based on box shadows. So this will be having 187 comma 183 comma 183. Okay, 183. And yeah, here we will be having minus 3 pixels, then again minus 3 pixels, and then again 6 pixels. And yeah, this will be having RGB, and it will be a shade white, or we can say white, 255 comma 2 comma 250. So now let us see this. Wow, it's having a very better uh, neomorphism effect than our other things. So first of all, we will be removing this box, and for that I will be selecting the button, and yeah, this button is BTN1, and we giving this a focus, and we don't want outline, so we will be saying outline should be none. Okay, due to transition it will show up right now like that, but you can see that we have successfully removed the outline. Cool. So now we will be moving to the hover effect. Is really, really needed right now because we really wanted to appear something better than right now. So for that, I will be selecting the button 1, and then we will be giving this a hover effect, and this will be having a width of 200 pixels and a letter spacing of 2 pixels, and we will be again having a box effect called a box shadow effect. So we will be copying it and we will be pasting it over here, but this time it will be having an inset property. Values will be same, just we want an inset effect. So we have it right now. Now when I will be hovering, you can see it's very smoothly coming and going. So now we will be also having cursor should be pointer. Yeah, we have successfully designed our subscribe form with Neumorphism design. Now it's time to use JavaScript and make this dynamic. So I will be opening my JavaScript file, and yeah, here I will be bringing all the components from my HTML file using classes, and then we will be just making it toggle so that we can give this a dynamic effect. So first of all, let me bring each and every element that I want to manipulate. So we want button, which will be document dot 𝙁𝙤𝙎𝑎 query selector, and this will be having bt1. Now we will be selecting our cut button. So we will be giving this a name of cut. Document.𝑞𝑢𝑒𝑟𝑦 selector, and here we have given it a name of btn. Yeah. So we will be giving this bt. Okay, we're also adding one dot because it's a class type. And finally, we will be selecting our box that we want to pop up. So we will be giving this name of pop-up. And here also we will be saying document dot 𝑞𝑢𝑒𝑟𝑦 query selector, and yeah, this will be having this has a class name of container because we want that whole thing to be selected, that we have given a property of none. So we will be saying container. Now let us save this and let's start manipulating it. So first of all, we will be selecting the button, and here we will be adding a event listener, and on click we want to perform a function. So we will be giving this on click effect, and then using arrow function we will be creating a function that will be running only when we click on the button. So here we will be just selecting our pop-up, and after selecting the pop-up we will be saying class list dot toggle. So this will help us to add or remove a class list that we will be adding. A class list basically means the name of the class. So we will be giving this active. So what this basically does, let me save this, let me click on the button, let me open my developers tool. Okay, yeah, so here on element, when I will be going on our HTML, let me expand it. Yeah, so here you can see that right now we are having this active class name which I just gave, but when we will be clicking on time, it will remove, and then on clicking again we will be having this active class name. So how it would help us? Simply you have to go over here, you have to add one active class design, and here you will be seeing display should be inline. Now let us save. So if this will be having a class name, then we will be seeing this, but let us remove and let us settings, more tools, developer tools. So right now it is not having a class name, and now if I will be giving this display of inline, you won't be able to see the form, but if I will be clicking on the button, you will be able to see the form. So this is the basic theory behind a pop-up form and nothing much more than this. So now we will be also selecting the cut. We will be selecting the cut. We will be adding here a event listener, and yeah, on click we will be performing one function. So we will be saying on click perform a arrow function, not perform exactly, but yeah. So we want this function to be executed when someone clicks on the cut button. So this is an arrow function. Let me close this. Yeah. So here I will be writing cut dot class list dot toggle, and okay, I want to add this to my pop-up only. So copy pop-up only. So right now also it will be toggling between active. So what exactly it does? Let me see this and let me open my screen. So now when I click on the button, it's pop up the form on the page, and when I click on the cut button, it just remove that form from my page. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something today, something new in designing and with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Till then, peace out, guys.